Right now, we're going to talk about being in the place that no one expected for you to be.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hey everyone. We're continuing to talk about imperfect situations. So, because I just need to drive this point home, I feel like. So, anyone out there that follows American football, nothing wrong with football being soccer, nothing's wrong with that, but just the story that I want to talk about and highlight today is about American football. So, those of you who knows, I grew up in Philadelphia. And my home team is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, for those of you who has been following football, knows that the Philadelphia Eagles played the Washington Commanders in the NFC Championship game. Now, here is the importance, and I'm not going to talk about the Eagles. We're going to talk about the Commanders. And here's the reason why. The coach of the Commanders, people felt as though he was not the perfect candidate for the job. He was this is his first, I believe it is his first season as the head coach of the team. Now, he coached in other places, and his record in those other places have not been the greatest, not overall. And there's somewhere he's won a few games, he lost a few games. There's been some places where he might have been he had a nice little stretch with the Atlanta Falcons where he won, 10 plus games in 2 years. He was sub 500 for a few other years. He was 500 one year, and then he was fired, and he went to play for the he went and coached the Dallas Cowboys. So, but ultimately, he did not fit in those situations. And so people did not think he was the right coach for the Washington Commanders. Now, how many of you have been in that situation where people didn't think that you were going to fit in a certain situation? That you were not the right candidate. You were not the right spouse, the right boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it might have been. How many of you have been in that situation where you felt as though you were not the right one? You were not the perfect one. Now, keep in mind, we just spoke about being good enough. Now, here's a situation. He was good enough to become the head coach. Washington took a chance on him. In addition to hiring a coach that was not perfect but good enough, they even drafted a quarterback, and that rookie quarterback who was not supposed to win the way he had, along with this good enough coach to get to the NFC Championship game. Now, no, they did not win against the Philadelphia Eagles, but This is where we talk about being in the perfect situation, because a lot of times people want to be where the key players are already established. The key players are experienced. The key players are what you appear to be winners. But this good enough coach, he took the time and developed a team where this rookie quarterback broke records this past season, and this coach, good enough coach, was able to take this team that was not expected to go as far as they had to a championship game. And to be honest, if a few things would have gone their way, the game would have been a lot tighter. But it just didn't go that way. Everybody has their day. But when you seize the opportunity, when you take ownership of that idea of just being good enough and turning it on its head, are you now able to see that you can now become a champion moving forward? Are you able to see that you are a winner, and no matter the situation or the circumstances, that it doesn't matter what the outside world has to say, as long as you see your opportunity is that time for you to shine? That's hard to do because it's not perfect. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to do, to see the opportunities. Again, you can't see through the clouds. So we have challenges that, as individuals who wants to be perfect, who again wants the easy road, but your talents, your hard work, your dedication are not given the opportunities to shine if you're in a perfect situation. Take the opportunity. Take the moment to sit down and say, you know what? I am better than this. I am great. I am that one that can take this mediocre opportunity and make something great of it. Part of that reason is finding your why and your purpose. Because once you do that and you understand what it is, you understand the mission, you create the vision, you write it down and make it plain, you stick to the plan, you could do and achieve whatever it is that you need to do. When you understand that the mission is greater than you, when you understand that the objective is greater than you, I encourage you today to listen and pay attention to a team like the Washington Commanders, who no one thought that they were going to be who they were. You have the opportunity to do the exact same thing. To build a team around you, to take improbable people and or situations and turn them into a winner. I challenge you to do that today. And within that, I challenge you to look outside the box. Everything does not have to be conventional. I challenge you today. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?